There's a wide spectrum of people when it comes for the desire for wealth. You have the people who are tenacious. You have the people who will stop at nothing in order to achieve their goal and achieve financial freedom. And I'd like to think I'm one of those people. And then you have the individuals who they want to be rich, they want to have that freedom, but they're still trying to find out how they're going to do that. They're still trying to find out something that's going to make them money, or something that they actually want to do, something that's purposeful. And then you have a lot of people who want to get rich, as we all do, but have no idea how they're going to get there. Or perhaps they do, perhaps they've just decided on a career as if they've got eeny, meeny, miny, mo, yet they're not actually interested in that career. They've just heard it makes a lot of money. And I've been talking to people before who tell me they want to get rich, and the answers that they normally get is, or the answers they normally give are, I don't know. Oh, I'll think of something. Oh, I'm not thinking about that right now. I'm focused on other things. And it's such a shame. It really is. Because how can you ignore something like that? You may have priorities in your life. You may have a job that you either really care about or don't care about. And I can understand that, but if you have that spark, if you have that desire to escape, to be free, not even just for the money side, but just to achieve something, actually achieve your dreams and become something more than you are right now, why should you ignore that? And I imagine for a lot of people it's because of, oh, I'm not smart enough to do that. I hear that a lot. Oh, I'm not intelligent enough to do that. I don't have the resources right now. I'd fail. All of these other excuses. And all I can say is, at the very least, no matter if you fail, no matter if you put everything you have into a dream and it doesn't come of anything, you just quit, it stops right there, you've at least learned something. You're never going to regret trying. You're never going to regret having tapped into that little spark, even if it was just a tiny spark and it would slowly become a fire. You just needed to apply a bit more to it. That is 10 times better than putting out the fire or ignoring the spark. And it is of course easier said than done. I can sit here and tell you, oh, chase that dream, follow that desire, but we don't hear the stories of the people who have failed. We just hear the stories of the people who failed loads of times and then eventually succeeded. But we don't hear about the people who gave up. We don't hear about the people who they tried everything. They did everything they could. They put their absolute best in. And then nothing came of it. But I'm a very logic-based person. I'm very logical in that sense. And I think logically, right, no matter the scenario, no matter the circumstances, there is a sequence of actions, words, routines, habits that will lead you to that success. Like logically. Let's say I do a sequence of events, I choose a certain amount of actions, I say a certain amount of things, and it doesn't get me there. Okay? So there must be something that I need to switch around or do something completely different in order to get there. And that's how I view things. And this may be a very, basic way of viewing things, but this is what pushes me forward. If I have an interaction with someone and it doesn't go well, if I react in a certain way and it doesn't go well, if I make a YouTube video and it doesn't do well, I think, okay, what could I have done? What could I have done differently? What could I have said? How could I have spoken? What could I have done? And this is how you need to think in your pursuit for wealth. Because there is a reality, there is a universe, whatever you want to believe in, where you achieve your goals. And it may seem hard right now, based on your circumstances, but if you're listening to my words at this very moment, if you've stayed this long in the video, you clearly are different from other people. You clearly have that untapped desire that I think you should tap into. Because what have you got to lose? Even if it's just something as simple as like, you've always wanted to start cooking. You've always wanted to start making great meals. You've wanted to host a great dinner party. Just even if it's things on your bucket list that could lead you to wealth, could lead you to meeting that person, could lead you to opening that door. Why not? We waste our lives in unfruitful pursuits. We waste our lives in things that, in the grand scheme of things, don't matter. We waste our lives in a shadow, hollow shell when we could be fulfilled. We could be doing the things that we want to. We could be making an effort. Because you could do it. Like all these people that I've heard of who say, oh, I don't know what I do, I don't have ambition. Like, there must be something. Come on. And if there isn't anything, you need to at least give yourself the chance to think. Even if it's just 10 minutes a day, I encourage this all the time, to just sit and think. Do nothing. Let your brain do its thing. And then people wonder, with all the stimulation that they have, and they're constantly scrolling on their phone, oh, why don't I get good ideas? Why don't I think the same people do? Because you're wasting your time. It's like your brain is just being poked with stimulation after stimulation, instead of just letting it be, letting it listen to itself. And the desire for wealth is something that we have a lot in common. And I'm sure there's people out there who don't desire wealth. They live a very humble life, and they don't desire to have anything else. Maybe they've just got it made in the shade. They've got a roof over their head, food on the table. They're grateful. They have a wonderful family, and they're happier than so many millionaires on this planet. And to them, I salute them. Because they've clearly figured something out that the rest of us could learn. They have the desire, and they are chasing it. They are fulfilled. If you have the desire for wealth, if you have the desire to be happy, to be grateful, to build something and create a legacy, why not go for it? There were so many points in my life where I doubted myself. I had setbacks. And here's the thing, I've barely even got it started with my life. I'm 19 years old, and I still have so much more ahead of me. I still have so much more to learn, so many more beautiful mistakes to make. And I can't wait for it, honestly, I really can't. Because let's say this channel only ever gets to 1,000 subscribers, shall we say. That is still a goal I've had since I was a kid. I've never reached that goal. I've had a YouTube channel that has gotten close to it before, but I've never hit 1K subscribers. And if I achieve that, if let's say YouTube doesn't turn out well for me and I at least hit that goal, I can have some satisfaction in that. But a lot of people won't reach that stage. And I certainly won't reach that stage if I just quit right now. If I throw in the towel. If I ignore my desire. And of course you have to be careful with your desires sometimes, because some of them can be very, very, powerful things like lust. That sort of thing is when you need to sort of filter your desire. But don't ignore it. Don't just push it to the back of your mind. Assess it. And if you have the desire for wealth, that is something that is worth assessing and something that you may need to tap into. Hope you've enjoyed this video, bro. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. God bless. And as always, you take very good care of yourself.